officers? I'm Lou Woods, and I'm here to tell you what happened tonight. My brother, Jeffrey Woods, tried to kill me. So, 2 weeks after I got out of the correction facility...
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. God. That should do for now. The fuck? The fuck is this thing? Wow. Oh my god. My own brother sold me out to the cops. Oh my god. Wow. That is a new low. So I guess since he's gone now, I might as well tell it to you myself. But not starting after he got out of the facility that you motherfuckers put him in. Starting from the beginning. And I don't think most of this would have happened if it weren't for the cops, and 2, my mother. So let's get on with this fucking thing. By the way, I have a crappy memory, so... You join Slender, you get a crappy memory, so I had to write it down. Deal with it. The day me and my family arrived at our new home. The sky was gray and muggy. I was not happy to be here. My dad had gotten a new promotion thing at work, and so we had to move from our home, New Orleans, to a new town across the lake, across this river, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. It sucked ass. We didn't have a choice but to move there. Me and Lou weren't happy. But we can't complain too much. It was beautiful. It was big. So I guess it was okay. Still, it wasn't the home I'd known all of my life. About a week after, me and Lou decided to wake up early, even though the Louisiana heat was up to its old tricks again. We decided to go out early for a bike ride after breakfast. We wanted to play our normal cruel tricks, but we're not home, so we're a bit homesick too. Lou missed home. He blurted out. I missed it too. But we had to make the best of it, I guess. So we're here. Just no getting out. So stupid. Sorry. I had Slender write this, and he is putting every single detail in it. Just, like, dude, come on. Okay, hang on. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Anyway, back to the story. Me and my brother, we came home around noonish, or whatever. There was a random lady at our door. I think her name was Beverly, maybe? Forget. She had invited us to come to her son's party. Note, me and Lou are teenagers during this time. We are teenagers. Her son is maybe 10. We don't want to go. We don't fucking care. She's just a new neighbor there. But our mom decided to make us go. And once she says something, we have to do it. No getting out. So, didn't have a choice. Once again. It was so dumb. This when something weird happened. A weird feeling I couldn't explain. It wasn't pain, but it wasn't pleasure either. I dismissed it because, you know, it could have just been nerves. Whatever. Next day, sorry, I'm bored. Next day, our mom told us to go to the new school and I guess meet people. Because even though we moved, we're not allowed to get out of classes. Damn. We're just sitting on the bench waiting for the bus when these three guys jumped us. And I mean literally jumped. Had a skateboard, jumped over my brother's head. Almost hitting him in the head. It was pathetic. Not pathetic. It was cool, but my brother's reaction was pathetic. There were three guys. Really skinny guy. Kind of reminds me of Slender. Big fat guy. The guy in the middle. I'm guessing he was the leader, if you can call him that. Boys looked at me and Lou. Troy was the main guy leading us. He asked if we were new. Of course we were. He realized we moved into the trash hole about 5 blocks down from him. Said every newbie has to pay the toll to get on. Asked if we knew what that meant. Me being the idiot, I didn't. Lou being the only smart one, he did. So they snatched my brother's wallet from him. Tried to get it back, he pulled a knife on both of us. I got that same feeling again when they attacked my brother. Don't know why. I jumped them, grabbed the knife from their hands, stabbed the fat guy in the chest, and beat the other two to the ground. I grabbed Lou's hand and we ran as fast as we could. I don't know what he thought of that. His face was a mix of fear, amazement, and pure confusion. To me, it felt good. I was hoping we wouldn't get arrested. We didn't go to school. We didn't care. The next morning, I wake up to hear cops down the stairs, talking to my mom. She's in tears. No intention of rhyming, sorry. The cops saw me and said that 3 boys were attacked in the streets one day. One with a stab wound, one with a broken nose, one with bruises, saying we attacked them. Said I did it. Which I did. But I wasn't going to get arrested over it. They attacked us first. I started screaming about that. They didn't listen. They were gonna take me away until my stupid brother Lou stepped in with the knife and my bloody jacket. He said he did it. My brother tried to take the blame for something I did. The cops believed him. Our parents believed him. I was the only one who knew the truth. Those boys knew the truth. They took my brother away. He's gonna stay in a correction facility for a year. In reality, it's a fucking jail. He has to stay in prison for a year for something he didn't do. I was pissed. The next 2 weeks were hell. I didn't want to do anything, yet my mother made me. There was this girl, Jane. She knew the whole about it. Yet she said nothing either. It was pathetic. The day of the party came. Like I said, I didn't want to go. If my brother was there, it would have been at least tolerable. He wasn't. My mother didn't give me a choice, though. So I put on my white hoodie, black jeans, and headed out. It wasn't as bad as I thought, though. The little kids were playing Cowboys or something, shoot 'em games. So I ended up playing with them for a while. Until those 3 boys came back. I saw them jumping the fence. Troy, the leader, with his gun. Rafferty, the fat ass, had a knife. And James, skinny, had nothing. It was sad. They came up behind me, saying they knew about my brother. Came to give me their condolences and punched me in the face. I didn't feel like fighting. I didn't care. For some reason I felt I deserved it. Until the feeling came back once again, stronger than ever. I knew then and there I had to kill them. I grabbed the knife, stabbed the fat ass in the heart. He died. Slowly. Painfully. The 2 others held the guns to me. I ran, trying to get away. Didn't matter. My sanity was gone at that point. Skinny guy got to the stairs. I pushed him down. He hit his head. Troy tried to follow me and get his friend back up. He grabbed a bottle of vodka and threw it at me, smashed over my head and burned my eyes. He had dropped a gun when Skinny ass had dropped the gun, so I shot him. I didn't kill him, but it was enough to do some damage. We ran up to the bathroom where Troy slammed me into a wall, a tub of bleach falling over both of us. We both screamed in pain as the bleach soaked into our eyes. Skinny ass came in a few seconds later, started beating me up, got to an all-out fist fight. I had enough, got on top of him, and hit his heart as much as I could until it stopped. I grabbed the shower rack and hit Troy over the head with it. He fell to the ground laughing. I asked what the hell was so fucking funny. He just smiled, said that I was covered in bleach and alcohol. He lit his lighter and threw it on me. I was engulfed in flames, running around the house screaming for someone to put it out. I got downstairs to the rest of the adults. They were afraid. They were screaming for someone to call an ambulance. Everything went black then. I woke up to darkness, not sure how much longer later. There was something on my face, but I couldn't tell what. I could feel my mother's hand resting on my arm. She whispered in my ear what happened, that I was attacked and almost killed. The boys had somehow, one of them lived, barely long enough to confess what had happened. Then he died. Luckily, my brother Lou was getting out of prison for this. She said it had been about a week, but I wasn't going to get out for a while. Next day, I heard my brother's voice. It's the only thing I cared about then. I think 2 months later, I finally was able to get those damned bandages off my face. I was ready to see what I looked like. Doctor cut him off, and the first thing my mother did was scream. My father turned away, started puking, and my brother covered his mouth. I begged him to show me what I looked like. The doctors told me to be careful because it was a shock. I looked. My hair had turned dark black. It was shaggy. It was knotted. My skin was pale white. Had a few burn marks, but nothing too noticeable. My family thought I looked hideous. My brother came up to me, said I didn't look that bad. I was laughing, saying I looked beautiful. I did. I loved it, and I kept laughing and laughing. My mother was concerned. Doctor thought it was just PTSD or shock, but if I didn't recover in a week, I'd have to come back. I didn't give him a week. Later that night, I was tired. I wanted to keep staring at myself. I wanted to keep smiling, but it hurt. I went into the bathroom and carved a smile into my face, and then burned my eyelids off. My mother came into the room and saw. She was so scared. I told her that I wanted to keep smiling, but it hurt. And every time I closed my eyes, I couldn't see my beautiful face anymore. I asked her what was wrong. She said nothing, and went to go get my father. I followed, hearing her say to get the gun. I was mad. She lied. I jumped both of them, killing them, their blood splashing against the walls, their screams echoing in the house. I went into my brother's room where he slept, got on top of him. He woke up, covered his mouth, and told him to go to sleep, then stabbed him and left. I thought it was over then, that I could just run. No. Remember the girl I mentioned, Jane? She saw the whole fucking thing, and I'd called the cops. There was no way I was letting her get away with that. Broke into her house, knocked her out. About an hour later, she woke up. Cops still hadn't arrived. She was tied to a chair, her family dead. I had killed them all and carved smiles into their faces. I poured bleach and gasoline over her, and then lit the house on fire, with her in it. I could hear her scream. I left, ran into the woods. The last thing I saw was the house engulfed in flames, and the sounds of sirens in the distance. I went to the hospital about a week later to see in disguise. Saw my brother had lived. So had Jane. I left her a little present at the hospital. I told my brother that he didn't have to forgive me, but I was gonna love to see what he looked like after. And now we're here. It's been almost 3 months since that incident. As you've known, I've gone on a mad killing spree. And you're never going to find me. My own brother can't kill me. Jane can't kill me. It's impossible. I always come back. Besides, I'm one of Slender's proxies now. If you want me, you have to go find him too. And trust me, you don't want that. Now, if you don't mind, I have to go hide my brother's body again. Maybe this time he won't live. Excuse me. Wait, where did...
So, give me a second. Sorry about that. Jeff's now dead, and Sully is here to stay forever. Lou is now dead.
Die.
Yeah. Finally, he's dead. Give it over, actually. Should measure. Okay. Jeff kind of forgot some shit. After I was put in the hospital a few days later, the nurse that was taking care of me, I killed her. Solely killed her. I hit her on the bed, mopped up the blood, left to go kill his ass, which I have now done. Now goodbye. I go hide his fucking body.
I told you, I never die. Bye for now. Until the next kill.